Hey there, welcome back. As you know, I love diving into various tutorials on DaVinci Resolve, covering everything from animation to graphic designs and text customization, etc., etc. But let's face it, we don't always have the time to craft every element from scratch. In this video, I will show you how this handy tool can effortlessly meet your expectation while offering a plethora of options for text, transitions, overlay, and more. Get ready to streamline your editing process and unlock a world of creative possibilities with EasyEdit.Pro. So guys, before we start, I'm just going to show you the simple way to download it and install it to your DaVinci Resolve or to your computer. I've already downloaded it, and when you download it, you're gonna see a file like this. It says 83 cinematic titles. Okay, so this is the version that I got, or the one that I downloaded. Like any other thing, you could just click on it. You got these options. Okay, we only got 2 files here that we actually need. The other ones is like tutorials and previews on what you could do with them. So the first one is the tutorial videos. The second one is to preview them, but I guess that's what we're doing right now. And there are several other videos that shows you what you could do with these installments. Okay, and project files. This is actually where the main files is at. That's actually the main files. But before you do that, you have to go to the fonts and download the fonts first, because if you do not have the fonts, it is not going to work, or you are going to see a blank when you actually use it. So it's important to download the fonts first. So let's head over to the fonts. Okay, so when you head to the fonts, click on the fonts. These are the links to install all the fonts. Okay, so it's just a little bit of work, but not that much. Copy each link and paste it and download it. It's as easy as that. Okay, so we're gonna go back, and if you would like, you could look at the tutorials, you could look at the composition preview, but the main files is at project files. Okay, the overlays, you have to actually just copy the overlays and put it on DaVinci Resolve as file. Okay, so then Easy Edit, this is where you just click on it and install it, but I already have it on my DaVinci already, so I do not need to install it again. Okay, so it's as simple as click on it, or you could drag it to DaVinci itself and it's going to install. Once you are done with that, your cinematic titles is ready to go. Okay, so let's open up a new project and let's call it EasyEdit.Pro. Okay, so we are going to hit create and we are going to start a new project. Let's just create folders, and I'm going to call this transitions. Okay, so I believe that's enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy some transitions directly from the folder. Okay, so I'm just going to head to my download folders. Okay, and I'm going to, okay, so let's head to project files and overlays. Okay, so I'm going to go to overlays, and I'm going to go to film burns. Okay, change. Let's get one more, the second one, like that. So I got 2 overlays. Okay, let's head to transitions. Let's just go for CRT transitions. Let's get couple transitions. Okay, there you go. So I got transitions and I also got overlays. Let's head over to the titles and let's look for the titles that we installed. And here they go. These are the titles that we installed from EasyEdit.Pro. Okay, so we have the textures title. That's the first set. As you can see, there's a lot of them. We have a basic titles and we have full screen titles. Also, we got texture and titles. We got basic and titles. As you can see, we do have a lot of titles to choose from and have a lot of animations, and we could easily preview them. So let's get one in here and let's see what we could do with them. This is the first one that we just chose randomly. It could be either or. Okay, so let's just play this and see how it is. Okay, That's an easy animation. The cool thing about this is we could also customize this to our own liking. All right, so we could do this by going to the inspector, and we could change up all the wordings, change the positions, change the size, change the colors to our own taste as well. We could also change the background. If we do not like the background, we could change this to green. Boom. And we could change the letters to whatever letters that we want. Okay, for example, it says short films. I could easily just put the name of my channel there, Kingsley 3121. Okay, and here we go. We could also change the sizes. Let's look for another one as well. Okay, the same thing here. And the cool thing is they all have different animations. Okay, so you're just gonna go look for which animation that you would like, and you could want to customize as well. And for any reason, you also want to customize each words individually. Like you want the A in Paris to be capital, and you want the rest to be in smaller letters. You could do so yourself. For example, when it says I love you, you could customize each letter by using character level styling. Then go to Fusion, go into the modifiers, and go to modifiers, select titles. You could select the words that you want to customize. You could select these 3 letters, and now you could customize those letters solely. As you can see, when I increase the size, only those 3 letters that I selected increases. You could change the color of those 3 letters as well. You could change those to yellow, okay, green, or whatever color suits you. Okay, so that's character level styling. Well, okay, so that's it with the basic test. We also have other things like overlays or transitions. So for this, I'm going to bring down my video clips. Okay, so I have one video clips, and let's take a look at the inspectors, and I have another video clip. Okay. One of the things that I actually prefer with this package is the transitions, because they do have a cool transitions here. So the transitions are actually quite unique. So I'm actually going to be using their transitions quite a bit. Okay, I do like the transition a lot. Those are actually my favorite. And the transitions comes with a sound, which makes it unique. Boom. I actually like that. Okay, so you could mess with the fades in and fades out if you would like. Okay. And by the way, you could also select the clip and head to the inspector, and you could put the composite to add. Okay, if you would like, then it gives it a different feel to it. Okay, or you could put add, or you could put screen. Normally I use add. It gives a different feel to it, and it comes a bit more natural. Okay, so overlays, go to the composite, and you could use whatever add or color burn, darken. We could use overlay as well here. Okay, let's use overlay here. Okay, again, they do come with sound effects. Last but not the least, they do also have animated markers as well. I do like these as well, animated markers. Actually, I'm going to be using a lot of these. These are going to make my demonstrations a bit easier. I do not have to create arrows. Usually every time I do a video, I always create these graphics like these, like a square going around an object or a circle going around an object, okay, or trying to point out an object that I'm trying to identify to my audience. So they made that easier for me. I do not need to create that from scratch. All right, but for these, you have to gonna add it to the video, okay, because it comes with a black background. All you gotta do is hit add, okay, and the black background disappears. You can make it smaller, position this to point out the person swimming on this pool, okay. So let's see how this looks. Boom. And you could track it as well. So if you would like to do so, you could track it with the Fusion page. Okay, $20 for all these titles, overlays, transition. I think that's a very good deal, and I say thank you to EasyEdit.Pro. I'm for sure going to use their transitions, a lot of their titles, and their overlays. So guys, thank you for lending me your listening ears, and I will catch you on the next one.